Hey, what's up guys, welcome to FineGap YouTube channel, and in today's video I will teach you how you can create this type of contact us page using HTML and CSS. We have divided this tutorials in two parts. In the first video you will learn completely how you can design this complete design, and in the second part of this series you will learn how we can make this fully responsive. So without any delay, let's start. So here you can see that I have two files. The one is index.html and the second is style.css. First of all, create a basic HTML structure here and give the title contact us page. Next, we have to link our style.css file with this HTML code, and next in the body element, create a nav element. Inside this, create a div with class logo, create another div with class logo wrapper, and in this project I am going to use a font awesome icon. So first of all, we need to add font awesome CDN. To add this, open a new tag and search here font awesome CDN. Click on the first link, and from here you have to click on this icon copy link tag and paste this link inside your head section of your website. To see the font awesome library, open the Google and search here font awesome icons. Click on the first website, and this website have 2000 plus free icons. You can use them. Search your query here like Apple. Here you can see this website is showing me the available icons. Some of them will be free and some of them will be premium. Suppose I want to use this icon, just click on this and you have to copy this HTML code by just clicking on it and paste this I element here, and in the output you can see that we have an Apple icon here. Next, after this logo wrapper class, we have create a P element here and type here just a line break and brand name. You can type your brand name here. Next, after this logo class div, we have to create an unordered list with a list item and create an A element inside this. Suppose I will type here about. Similarly, I need to copy this and paste this 4 more times, and we need to change the text inside this. So friends, here you can see that we have 5 list items here. And in the last, because we want to display a get started button here, that's why I will create an A element here with text get started. You can see the output. Now first of all, we will design this header part, this navbar using CSS, and then we will write our remaining HTML code. So first of all, open the style.css and type here star padding 0, margin 0 and box sizing border box. The style that you will write inside this static tag will be applied to your each HTML element. So these two properties will remove the default margin and padding from our each HTML element. And next we need to add a Google font here. To add the Google font, search here Google Fonts, click on the first website, and here click on these 3 bars. These are the old fonts that I have added. First of all, I will remove them, and now click on these 3 bars and select fonts. Here you can search for your desired font. Like I will type here my font name, hit enter button, and I want to use this font in my project. To use this font, click on this, and from here you need to add that whether your font will be italic, bold, whichever font you want to use. You just have to click on this add icon, and I will choose this select regular 400. So click on this, and now click on this icon which is view selected families, and copy this link and paste this in your style.css. Next, copy this font family property and paste here. So you can see that this font has applied to on our HTML elements, and these texts are looking better than before. Next, copy this body element, paste here and type padding bottom 400 pixel, width 100%. And next, copy this nav element, paste here and type here display flex, justify content center and align item center, or you can set this value from center to space between. So now you can see that our nav element have 3 direct childs. The one is A element, this unordered list, and this logo class. So by setting this display properties, you can see that these 3 elements will look in a same row and they will look in this pattern. Next, type here padding 40 pixel for top, 100 pixel for right, 20 pixel for bottom, and 100 pixel for left. I need to zoom out my screen to 100%. Next, copy this logo class, paste here, and before this type your nav element. And now because we want this icon and this text in the same line, that's why we need to type here display flex, justify content center, and align item center. And next type here cursor pointer. So now our cursor will look like this on hover, and this icon and this text have moved in a same line. Next, copy this logo wrapper class, paste here, and before this type here a nav element, width 35 pixel, height 35 pixel, background color, type this color code, and border radius 50%. To align this icon in the center position of its container, type here display flex, justify content center, and align item center. And next type here margin right 10 pixel to create a space between this brand name and this logo. Next, copy this I element, paste here, and before this copy these two classes and paste them here. Also type here dot logo. Here we need to type font size 18 pixel and display inline block. Next, copy this p element, paste here, and before this copy this class and this element name and paste here, and type font size 16 pixel and color, type this color code. So this style will be applied to our brand name. Next, we have to style our these list items. To do this, copy this ul element, paste here, and before this type here nav. To remove these dots, type here list style none. To display them in a same line, type here display flex, justify content center, and align item center. Next, to add space between them, copy this a element, paste here. Before this copy these two words and paste them here. And one thing more, copy this list item element and paste here to complete the hierarchy. And inside this, first of all, I will type here text decoration none to remove the underline from this text and display inline block. Otherwise padding property will not work on these inline level element because a is an inline level element. So now you can type here padding 12 pixel for top and bottom and 30 pixel for right and left. So here you can see that we have added a space between our links. Next, type here font size 16 pixel and color black, border radius 10 pixel. This border radius property will be applied to the background color of these list items, and we will display a background color on hover. So that's background color radius would be 10 pixel. So in the last, one more thing, type here transition 0.4 second. So on hover we are going to change the background color of this list item. So that will took 0.4 seconds to change its background color. To add the hover effect, copy all these words, paste them here, and type colon hover background color and type this color code. So friends, now you can see that we have a light gray background color to these list items. And next, in the end, we have to design this get started button. First of all, I have to give class to this button like btn get started. Copy this class, paste here, and copy this nav element and paste here. It means that this class exists inside our this nav element. So now type here display inline block because we have to apply the padding on this element. That's why we have to change this from inline level element to inline block level element. Next, type here text decoration none to remove the underline from this button, and border 1 pixel solid black, padding 8 pixel from top and bottom and 24 pixel from right and left. Font size 14 pixel to set the font of our this button. And next, type here border radius 10 pixel to add a little bit rounded effect on this button. So now I need to open my this output on a full screen. So friend, now you can see that I have zoomed in my screen to 100%. On desktop devices, our this nav bar will look like this. Friend, next you can see that this button text is not exactly in the center position of this button. To align this text in the center position, you can write these three properties here: display flex, justify content center, and align item center. Now you can see that our button text is exactly in the center position of its container. Now I will open my this code editor on a full screen. Next, we need to design the main section of our website. So first of all, we have to write the HTML for this. So open index.html and type here div.main section. Create an A element here. I will type here contact page. Next, create another div here with class page title, and inside this create an h1 element here, and I will type here get in touch with us for a line break and more information. You can see the output. And next, after this div, create a p element here and type some dummy text inside this. So this is our p element, and here you can see the output. Now we have to give style to our this main section. To do this, copy this main section class, paste here and type here text align center to align our content in the center position, and margin top 70 pixel and line height 2. So this line height CSS property will add some space in our each line. Next, first of all, we need to design this contact page text. To do this, copy this A element, paste here, and before this, copy and paste this class here. Now type here text decoration none to remove the underline from this text, padding 0 pixel from top and bottom and 12 pixel from right and left, border 1 pixel solid. Type this color code. Here you can see a border around our this text. Next, type here font size 14 pixel and text transform uppercase. So here you can see that our text is converted to uppercase. Next, type here border radius 5 pixel and color. Copy this border color and paste here. And next, type here display inline block. Now you can see that our padding have worked on this text. And next, type here margin bottom 25 pixel. Here you can see the output. Next, we have to design this h1 element, but before this we need to display an icon here and design this. To display an icon here, open index.html and inside this A element create an I element and give a class to this element like fa solid, fa circle dot. By writing these two classes inside this I element, you will able to see a circular icon here. Now simply copy this I element, paste here, and before this copy these two words and paste them here and type margin right 5 pixel. Next, copy this h1 element from here, paste this element here, and now copy this page title class, paste here, and next copy this main section class and paste here. Type font size 4 rem. Here you can see that the font size of our main title is increased, and to remove the space between these two lines, just type here line height 1. So friends, here you can see the output. Next, copy this p element, paste here, and before this copy these two classes and paste them here and type margin 20 pixel for top and bottom and 0 pixel for right and left. So friends, here you can see that we have designed our this main area of our page. Next, we have to create 3 cards here to display the location of company's office. So let's start. To create the cards, first of all create a div here with class cards wrapper. Inside this create another div with class card, and next create another div with class image container, and inside this we will display an image icon to the user. After this image container class, create an h1 element here, type here city name likes, and create a p element here, type here company email, and create another p element here to display the phone number. And next create an a element here, and this a element is for button, so I will type here view location, and currently you can see that we have this output. For icons, here you can see that in my contact page folder I have a folder named images, and in this folder I have 3 icons here, and I have downloaded them from Flat Icon website. So you can visit their website to download this type of icon. And if I right click on this icon and click on properties, on details, you can see that our icon have 512 by 512 of size. So next I need to open my HTML code and type here images icon1.png. Similarly, I need to copy this complete card class, paste here 2 times, and you need to change the content of these 2 cards as well. So here you can see that I have change the content of these cards, and in the output you can see that we have big these icons and their content as well. So currently I will type here a temporary property in each image tag which is width 100 pixel. Later I will remove this attribute. I also have to type this in the third card. So you can see the output. Next, first of all, copy this card wrapper class, paste here and type display flex and justify content center. So you can see that these cards are in a same line. Next, type here position relative, because after this we will use a position absolute of an element. So that's why I have write here position relative property. First of all, copy this class, paste here and type here double colon after, and we have to assign this element position absolute. So these two position properties are working together to make our style. Next, type here content empty, and basically this double colon after is to display a background color on these cards. Type here height 400 pixel and width 100% and inset 0. I will remove this inset property. Let's just see that our code will work or not. But first of all, we need to add a background color here. Type this color code. So friends, here you can see that our code is working. Next, you need to add inset 0 property here, top 150 pixel and z index to -1 to display this background color in the backside. Next, copy this card class and paste here with a dot, and before this copy this card wrapper class and paste here and type width 30%, and we need to create a box shadow around these cards. So use this property, box shadow 1 pixel, 3 pixel, 3 pixel and RGBA, and type here this color code 03 time and opacity would be 0.1. So this box shadow property will create a light and beautiful shadow around our these three cards. And now you can see that this background color is visible. To make this invisible, we need to set a background color for our this card like white. So now you can see that this background color will not be visible on these cards. Next, type here border radius 5 pixel, padding 30 pixel from all sides. So now our cards will look like this. And next, type here margin 50 pixel to create a space between these cards. Next, copy this image container class and paste here, and before this copy these two classes and paste them here. Type here display flex, justify content center and align item center. So by writing these three properties, you can see that our icons are in the center position of our card. And next, type here border radius 5 pixel. This border radius will be visible when we will set a background color for these icons, and that's what we are going to do. So because we want to display a different background colors in the behind of these cards, so first of all open index.html and type here a class like A, B and C in the third card. Now open your style.css, copy these three classes, paste them here and type .a. You can see that in these three classes we have a space, but between these two classes we don't have any space. This means that this class exists with image container class. If I will add a space between, it means that the A class exists somewhere inside this image container class. So here I need to add a background color. Type this color code and you can see the output. Here we need to create a padding of 30 pixel. So now you can see the output. Similarly, copy this and paste this 2 times. Type here B class and C class and type a different color code for your B class and different color code for your C class as well. So you can see that our cards have beautiful background color behind these icons. Next, we need to design this information part. So first of all, copy this H1 element, paste here. Before this, copy these two classes, paste here. Make sure do not add this container class here, and type here padding 15 pixel from top and bottom and 0 pixel for right and left. Font size 1.4 rem and color, type this color code. Type the opacity to 0.9 and next type here border bottom 1 pixel solid. Copy this color code and paste here and change the opacity to 0.1. So by writing this border bottom property, you will see a beautiful gray color underline under our this title. Next, copy this P element, paste here. Before this, copy these two classes and paste them here. type here margin 20 pixel for top and bottom and 0 pixel for right and left. So here you can see that a margin around our these two p elements. Next, copy this color code and type here color. Paste this color code here and change the opacity to 0.7. By writing this color property, you can see that these p elements are looking better than before. And in the last, we have to design our this view location button. So copy this a element, paste here. Before this, copy these two classes, paste them here and type display block, text align center and text decoration none to remove the underline from these buttons, and text center property will be center our this button inside our card. Next, type here or simply copy this border property, paste here and remove this bottom word and change the opacity to 0.8. Type here color, copy this color code and paste here. Here you can see that this color is applied on our border and on our text as well. And next, type here padding 8 pixel and border radius 5 pixel and transition 0.4 second. This transition time will be used when we will add hover effect on this. It means that when user will hover on this button, we are going to change its background color and its border, and that style will took 0.4 second to implement. So next we need to add the hover effect on this button. To do this, copy all these words, paste them here and type :hover. Background color, type this color code. You can see that its background color is changing and border none. So now you can see that on hover these buttons will look like this. So friends, we have completed our design. I hope you must like this video. If you have any question, you can ask us in the comment section, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel for our regular videos. And in the second part of this video, I will teach you that how you can make this design fully responsive, because currently if I press F12 on mobile devices, this design will look like this, which is not looking good. So make sure to watch the second tutorial of this video. Thanks for watching.